What if I told you the war for the Iron Throne doesn't begin with a battle? It begins with a dragon and a girl who refuses to give up. After 2 long years, Westeros returns to our screens, and this time there is no peace left to negotiate. The world of House Targaryen is no longer holding itself together. It is cracking, burning, collapsing under its own bloodline. On one side stands Queen Rhaenyra Targaryen, determined to reclaim what was stolen from her. Beside her is the dangerous, unpredictable Prince Daemon Targaryen. And supporting them, the sea snake himself, Jacaerys Velaryon. On the other side, King's Landing is ruled by chaos. A missing king, a broken prince, and a mother trapped between loyalty and survival. This is where our story begins. High above the veil, something stirs, a wild dragon, feared, untamed, named Sheepstealer, and walking toward it is Princess Rhaena Targaryen. No army, no protection, just courage. She speaks softly, offering a sheep, a peace offering to a creature that has never known peace. For a moment, everything stops. The dragon watches her. Then, it accepts her. Rhaena climbs onto its back, and in an instant, the sky belongs to them. But peace never lasts in Westeros, because Sheepstealer is not a tame beast. He launches into the air, violent, unpredictable, throwing Rhaena into chaos. She is not riding a dragon, she is surviving one. And as the wind tears through the veil, one truth becomes clear: this bond is not yet complete. In King's Landing, something is wrong. Prince Aemond Targaryen has just learned something that changes everything. King Aegon II Targaryen is gone, missing, hidden, or escaped. And now power shifts dangerously. Aemond reacts with fury, even threatening Grand Maester Orwyle, a man who knows nothing of the escape. But Aemond doesn't care, because in his mind, a missing king is not a king, it is a vacancy, and he intends to fill it. But while Aemond tightens his grip, a far more dangerous game is already in motion, because the war is not coming, it is already here, and no one, not even the rulers, fully understand it yet. Far away on Dragonstone, Queen Rhaenyra Targaryen is preparing something bold, too bold, a direct strike at King's Landing. No massive war, no long siege, just one decisive move. Take the city, end everything. But not everyone agrees. Her son, Jacaerys Velaryon, known as Jace, sees danger in trust, especially trust placed in Alicent Hightower. But Rhaenyra refuses to listen, because deep down she wants this war to end before it consumes everything, even if it means trusting the enemy. Elsewhere, 3 new dragon riders wait in the shadows: Adam of Hull, Hugh Hammer, and Ulf White, common men, now bonded to dragons. But power without experience is chaos waiting to explode, and they are sent on a deadly mission to ambush the greatest threat in the realm, Aemond and his dragon Vhagar. But what they don't know is simple: they are being used, and something far worse is already coming. In the Riverlands, Daemon Targaryen finally becomes what he was always meant to be: a weapon, a conqueror, a storm. He walks through the aftermath of slaughtered Lannister forces. No fear, no hesitation, only purpose. But then, everything changes. From the forest emerge the North, House Stark bannermen, led by Roddy the Ruin, and they bring a message that shakes even Daemon. We come to die for the Dragon Queen. And suddenly, this war is no longer just Targaryens, it is the entire realm. On the ocean, Jacaerys Velaryon and his son Alan prepare a strategy. 5 ships, a strike on King's Landing's port. But before they can act, the horizon darkens. The Triarchy has arrived, and leading them is Shirako Lohar, a pirate commander with one goal: destroy Jacaerys Velaryon, and take everything he built. But this is not just a battle, it is revenge, and revenge always demands blood.
Inside the Red Keep, Alicent Hightower makes a dangerous move. She believes the war can end without destruction. She believes Rhaenyra will keep her word. But to make it happen, she must convince Aemond, and that is like convincing a storm to stop being wind. She pleads, she manipulates, she reminds him of duty, of survival, of family. But Aemond is not listening. He is calculating. And then something happens that no one expected. A kiss. Aemond crosses a line that cannot be uncrossed. A moment of control becomes a moment of horror. And Alicent realizes something terrible. She no longer understands her own son. Back at Dragonstone, Jace makes his move. He cannot trust Rhaenyra's plan anymore, so he does the unthinkable. He locks her away, for her own safety, and for the war. He takes command, and flies toward destiny, because he believes if he does not act, everything will burn. And he may be right. The Battle of the Gullet begins to form. Ships collide. Fire spreads across the ocean. Dragons enter the sky. And chaos becomes absolute. Rhaenyra returns on Sheepstealer, but the dragon is not fully controlled. It burns friend and enemy alike. And suddenly, even allies are not safe. The ocean becomes a graveyard. The Triarchy fleet strikes with precision. Corlys Velaryon responds with experience. It becomes a war of legends. But then, everything breaks. Ships are rammed. Men are thrown into the sea. Dragons scream through smoke and fire. And at the center of it all, Jace on Vermax, Baela on Moondancer, trying to hold the sky together. But the sky is collapsing. A scorpion bolt strikes Vermax. The dragon begins to drown. Slowly, powerlessly. And Jace realizes the truth. There is no escape. Only death. Jace is thrown into the sea. He survives the fall. Barely. But survival does not last. Arrows rain down, one by one, until silence takes him. A prince of hope, lost in a war that consumes everything it touches. And in that moment, the war changes forever. On the sea, Corlys faces Shirako Lohar. Two legends, two enemies, one final fight. Ships collide. Steel meets fury. And in the chaos, Lohar falls, killed by Alan in a brutal underwater struggle. Revenge is complete, but victory feels empty. As the battle ends, everything is burning. Ships sink. Dragons disappear into smoke. Rhaenyra escapes on Sheepstealer. Baela watches the destruction from above, and Rhaenyra has lost her son. Again, and this time, the world will feel it, because this is no longer a war for a throne. It is a war of extinction. This episode proves one thing. In Westeros, power does not save you. It destroys you. Family does not protect you. It breaks you. And war takes everything. If you enjoyed this cinematic recap, subscribe for more deep story breakdowns, because next episode, the war is only going to get worse, and nobody is safe anymore.